Discovering Asian dramas back in 2018 was an enlightening moment for me, and I've never looked back. I enjoy talking about them just as much as watching them. So much so that I decided to create a podcast to chat everything from Chinese to Korean, Japanese to Thai, and everything in between. Welcome to the Tea and Soju Asian Drama Podcast, your one-stop shop for everything Asian drama. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Tea and Soju Asian Drama Podcast. So, in today's episode, I thought we would tackle something which sometimes can put people off from Chinese dramas, and that's the fact that some dramas are close to like 80 episodes. I mean, not all of them. I think most of them comfortably sit around about the 24 to 36 mark, but even that may sound like a lot to some people. So it can definitely get like daunting, especially if you're coming from a standard 16 episode K-drama and you're trying to branch out into Chinese dramas. Then it may get, it may hold you back from trying them out. So this episode is dedicated to Chinese dramas, which are usually under 20 episodes, and they tend to be about 30 to 45 minutes per episode, which would make these types of dramas quite similar in length to K-dramas. So if you wanted to try Chinese dramas, but the episode length has you worried, then this is the podcast episode made for you, because I'm hoping that if you want to take that jump, or if you're just looking for, what I'm going to call bite-sized dramas to sink your teeth into, then this is the episode. I've gone through my watch list of dramas that I've watched and basically picked out dramas from various genres, and hopefully there will be something to appeal to everyone. I will also try to make a mention where you can find these dramas. I think they are all pretty readily accessible. I have tried to choose ones that are. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So my first episode. God, I've barely even started the drama and we're already fumbling with words. I meant my first drama that I wanted to talk about is a drama called Reset. Now, this is basically like a crime, suspense, time travel kind of drama. It would nicely fit into all three of those categories, I think. So Reset is a 15 episode drama of they're about 45 minutes each episode, and it can be found on Viki, on Netflix, but I believe on Netflix it is only in very, very limited places. So I know in the UK, I think it isn't available, and I don't think it's available in America either. So MDL, it's telling me is on Netflix, but it's not in my area, so you'll just have to check. But if not, then it's available on Viki, and it's also available on the Yo-Yo English YouTube channel. And I'm pretty sure that's free on there. So if you have YouTube Premium, you don't even have to worry about ads. But if you don't, then, you can watch it there without committing to any subscriptions or anything at all. So the basic plot of the drama is the drama follows Li Shi-king, played by Zhao Jinmei, on what she thinks is a normal day. She boards her usual bus, and this is where things take a turn for the worse. Now, the bus is involved in a tragic accident, and Shi-Ching, thinking this is her very last moments, makes her peace with it. Like, she thinks she's going to die. However, she comes to realize that she's actually become trapped in a time loop, and she's reliving the same day of that tragic accident over and over again. And she is the only one in the bus that remembers everything. So pretty much the first couple of, maybe 10-15 minutes, you see her go through this loop, and there's people getting on the bus, and it's the same people. It is exactly the same thing every single time. And basically she just remembers every single thing, and she's just trying to figure out what's happening. So she actually manages to drag Xiao Hee-yun, played by Jing-ting, into the loop, and together they become the only ones armed with the tools to not only figure out how, to stop the accident, but also how to figure out who's behind it. And they have to do it all before the loop ends, because the thing with it is they don't know how long this loop is going to go for. So every single time they come back, they think this could be the last time that, the loop is going to reset itself. So every single time they try to do something slightly different, and it's actually done really well, because I really liked that it's the same people on the bus every single time, and they did a really good job at every single reset of the loop. They kind of tell you a person's story in that, that gets on the bus, and I really, really like that, because they went through and you understood these characters, and for such a short drama, I mean, short in terms of Chinese dramas, they did really, really well at that aspect of storytelling. So I really liked that. I also really liked that I thought the drama was really well written, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. Every single episode, I was like, what's going to happen? Whose story are we going to get at? Is the time loop going to reset? What is going to happen? So I think I would definitely recommend this for, lovers of crime, but also time loops. Even if it isn't the genre that you would normally gravitate towards, I would still recommend this drama to give a try. It came out earlier this year, so I'm recording this is it September? Yeah, we're in September 2022, and I believe this came earlier in the year, I think March, April. Oh, I should have checked this, but yeah, it came out earlier this year. And basically, everybody that watched it was really, really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. So the storytelling was pretty good, and it got, rave reviews. I definitely enjoyed it right through to the end. Like I said, it kept me on the edge of my seat, because I definitely did not guess how it was done until, it was presented, and it was done really, really well. So I don't want to give any spoilers at all, because this being, crime, suspense, thriller, you definitely don't want any spoilers. But yeah, I would definitely check this one out. So that's my recommendation for crime, thriller, time loop drama. That's such a mixed bag, but it definitely works. In this aspect, it definitely works. So for the next one, I think I would classify this as a time-traveling rom-com. I would say. And the drama is called Emperor or Boss. This is such a weird, little title. And it's this is an 18-episode drama. And I believe it's also from 2022. I really should have written down. I'm going to try next time whenever I do something like this. I'm going to try to remember to write down the dates for these dramas. But I'm pretty sure this is a 2022 drama, and I think because when it was airing I really wanted to watch it because it just looked kind of cute and I just wanted to try it out, but there was no subs anywhere and it was driving me nuts. But finally, Vicky came through with the subs and I got to watch it. But actually, thinking about it, I don't think I watched it on Viki, because it's also available on Fresh Drama YouTube channel, and I tend to gravitate. I do have YouTube Premium, so I don't get any ads or anything like that. So I do actually tend to gravitate towards YouTube, just because I like the experience on YouTube a little bit better than I do on Viki, but that's just personal preference. But it is available on those two places, so you can get access there. And so, like I was saying, 18 episode drama, and it's about 15 minutes per episode. So actually, these type of dramas, I really like them because they're great to work into, like, if you've got a short lunchtime. So I've got like a 30-minute lunchtime per day. And sometimes I just, I just want to sneak something in there. So these are like perfect for that thing. Or, sometimes you just want to sneak a little episode, but you don't have a lot of time or a lot of like mental capacity because, you're tired or whatever. And I find that these dramas work really, really well for that. So the plot is the drama follows Fu Bao, played by Chan Fang Tong, as she makes a wish on some old notes she comes across on her 24th birthday. Then that the wish that she makes is that she would be with her boss. She then proceeds to fall asleep. The wish does come true, but with it also comes the owner of the notes, called Li Mingxi, who claims to be an emperor. Now, Fu Bao is bound to help him adapt to the 21st century. Through this, they become close, and now Fu Bao must choose between her boss, Wei Lei, played by Yi Chao Wei, or her clingy emperor, Ming Shi, who is also on a journey to figure out how he arrived in this strange land. But not only that, basically before he escaped his kingdom, he was being chased and he almost got killed. And basically he's trying to figure out who, was trying to kill him before he was mysteriously whipped away to this 21st century land. And, it's actually pretty fun because he ends up being an actor. An actor by not, he ends up taking on the career of an actor with the help of our female lead. And it's pretty funny. This is like a really, really chill kind of drama. So like I said, it's a time traveling rom-com. It's heavy on the comedy, I would say, but I really like the main couple. They worked really well together, and like I said, the main couple develops nicely, and it's just like a little good taster of what Chinese dramas can do. Now, I wouldn't say this is the epitome of Chinese dramas. It isn't. It's pretty low budget kind of drama, but I would still think it's like a nice little introduction for people who do like rom-com and like especially like traveling rom-com. So that's why I thought I would add it to the list. It is, it's not by any means the best drama out there, but it's a nice little drama to watch on the side, or, like I said, over lunchtime, or when you don't have a lot of brain power to, be really, really, really paying attention to a drama. But like I said, I enjoyed this one, and I thought, I would add it to my list. So the next the next drama that I wanted to mention is a drama called Mysterious Love. Now, Mysterious Love is a 16-episode drama, and they're about 35 minutes each. So actually, that's not that long at all, even compared to, a Korean drama, and that's pretty, because although it is 16 episodes, it's 35-minute episodes, as opposed to, 1 hour 10 episode length that you would normally have with a Korean drama. And now, this drama, I would classify it, let me think, more like an action romance, I would say. So basically, actually, it's really funny. Over on the Discord, somebody wanted to try out Chinese dramas, and she had mentioned that one of her favorite dramas was Healer, the Korean drama Healer, and I really liked Healer as well. Really, really loved it. To this day, I still think it's one of Ji Chang-wook's best works. But I digress. Back onto this. I would say it's not a carbon copy of Healer, but it's similar to Healer, I would say, because there's quite a lot of action in the first couple of episodes, and then there's like a whole mystery behind, the main couple and what's happening with them. So I would say it's like, yeah, I would say it's a mystery action rom-com. Yeah, I would say it's like it can be categorized into any of those. So, like I said, it's not exactly the same as Healer. Nothing can be the same, I don't think even when you have two dramas that are based on the same, source material, if they're done in different countries, they're going to have to be different. Even if they're done by different writers or directors or actors, they will be different. So this isn't a carbon copy by any means, but I can see certain similarities, I would say. So that's, where I would place it. So what is it? Basically, the drama follows Ran Yeon-chu, played by Yi Lia-yu. She gets saved by Lee Tung, played by Cao Yuning, and basically through certain circumstances, they are made to spend some time together and therefore grow feelings for each other. All this happens amidst a gang fight. Their feelings are not enough to overcome their very different life circumstances, so they part ways. And then 5 years later, they meet again and their feelings are rekindled. This time they choose to stay together. However, the past dangers rise to the surface again, and they must try to face these to move into the future together. Like I said, I really enjoyed this drama. It's not too long, and the chemistry for this couple really, really just sizzles on screen. And that to me is always important. Like, if your chemistry isn't down, it puts a damper on the whole drama. But definitely not in this one. Our main couple worked really, really well together. I also enjoyed the backstory mystery and how they tied everything nicely together. This couple is mature and plays to each other's strengths. I like the mutual understanding that they kind of grow together. And that's not always seen. Like, some couples are just not, that mature as a couple, but actually I really like that both of these grew together, and it's almost like a believable relationship, if that makes sense. Like, you could see their relationship happening in, real life, if you take away some of, the gang stuff and whatnot. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this one if you like mystery, but with a heavy side dose of romance. That's where I would land this one. And this one is available on WeTV, on Viki, and the Kukan YouTube channel. It's all with English subtitles. Again, you will probably always get the best subtitles in Viki. That's just, how that rolls. Viki does, for all my gripes with Viki, they do have the best subs around, and that's probably its saving grace, not, but that's something for a whole other episode. So yeah, that's my mystery / romance drama. Now, if you're a fantasy lover, then this one's for you. It is called, this is a really hard word for me to say, and I hope I'm going to say it right, serendipity. Please let me know, did I say that right? It's one of those words that, look, I'm bilingual. English is my second language. Sometimes it comes through when I look at a word and I'm like, my brain isn't computing. This is one of those words, but I think that is how you say it. And this one is a really, really short one. It is only 12 episodes and they're only about 40 minutes per episode. So, yeah, the story basically follows Yan-su. And he's played by Sky Lee, and he is a cross-world traveler. This means he goes into storybooks and finishes missions to earn spiritual energy as rewards. Things go awry when a normal human, Mu Xiaoru, played by Wenmo Yan, accidentally enters one of the stories with a magic bracelet she has had ever since she was a little girl. And Yansu has been chasing this bracelet all over the place. This leads to our main couple basically pairing and having to join forces to travel through various storybooks to accomplish missions, as well as finding out the story behind the mysterious bracelet and their shared past. Now, it's probably become obvious now by the episodes that I've done that I'm a sucker for fantasy dramas, and this one at such a short episode length meant that the plot was kept really, really tight and the story moved really, really nicely along. There was no infill, it was just boom, 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 it just moved really, really nicely. But even though it's a short episode count and the story did move fast, it also didn't feel like it was being rushed, which is such a balance to strike, and I think this drama did really, really well. I really enjoyed the main couple again. Guys, can you sense a theme with me? The main couple needs to be on point, but I think that's just a general thing. I don't think that's a me thing, right? Surely not. I think that must be just a thing in general. If the main couple doesn't work, then it puts a whole damper on the drama. But anyways, this couple did work, and the storyline was interesting, and even though the drama was short, everything was sorted out really nicely by the end. So if you like romance and fantasy, this one is definitely one I would recommend you try. And it's also, again, it's available on Viki. At least in my now, guys, also, I should have mentioned this earlier. These are all available in these platforms in my region, places, region lock things. So hopefully, I'm hoping it's available in yours too. But if not, I always just try MDL and see if they suggest a place to watch. But in my region, it's available on Viki, as well as Caravan YouTube channel and Asian Crush. Again, all with English subtitles. Now, the next one is really, really special because it's part of an anthology, and I've been working my way through it. But basically, it's like a 40-episode drama. I know. Wait, and hang on. It's part of a 40-episode drama, but this 40-episode anthology is then broken down into sort of 8 episodes stories, and each story is like a standalone story. So basically, the name is New Generation Because I Have a Home. And basically, I'm just going to explain that a little bit more. The New Generation series is actually, like I said, more like an anthology of short stories together. They're all like different storylines and different actors and actresses. Even though they're all part of the same anthology, they can be watched on their own, which I have. That you don't even have to watch them in, a certain order, because they are definitely all standalones. I have only watched this one because I have a home, but I really do definitely want to go back and watch the other one. And the only reason, one of the main reasons I went into this one is because I love this female lead. I love this actress. So if we get into it, so also, before I move into telling you what it is, it's a really fascinating point about this one is that it's actually based on real life stories, and that's why it's, an anthology, and it's why, every little story is more like a standalone. So yeah, I just thought that was a really good, little fascinating thing about these series. Because I Have a Home is 8 episodes long, and they're about 45 minutes per episode. In this particular one, Because I Have a Home, official Huang Xiqi, played by Tan Song-yoon, and there you go. That's our female lead. And now I am a huge fan of Tan Song-yoon, so anytime she's anywhere, that perks up my ears and eyes to that drama, and that's why I dived right into this one. And basically, so it's a story of her character, Huang Xiqi, and Zhuang. Xiao Dong, played by Bai Jingting, a popular internet celeb who is returning to his hometown in a rural countryside after a scandal. Basically, they lead said small town into the age of e-commerce to revitalize the town and make it prosperous once again. Now, this drama basically, it feels very much like a found family drama. The whole town feels like a family and they help each other out. I love that aspect. I'm a sucker for, a good found family. And this one is special because it's a really tiny town out in the middle of nowhere. And that just makes it, even more special. Now, our leading couple is hilarious. They're so funny together. They're constantly bickering. But ultimately, it's really nice to actually see them side by side and seeing them appreciate their town and their roots and basically them growing together. And they both learn from each other, which I really, really liked. I also really enjoyed seeing the internet being used for good and how e-commerce can help such towns because, if it's a really small town out in the middle of nowhere, you wouldn't necessarily know what's available there, but if it's available on the internet and it can get shipped to you directly from that town, that brings money into the town and it makes their businesses prosper. So I really, really liked watching that side of it. And also, I think it makes it even more special because, it's based on a true story. So it's you're rooting for it and then you realize, oh, actually this happened. So I think that just adds a whole other layer. This drama is, like I said, nice, quick, it's heartwarming watch, and it's found family to the max. So it's available on the China Huas TV YouTube channel. Now, Huas, it's spelled Huace, and it is available there with English subtitles. Now, I believe this drama was funded by the government or something. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but because of that, I think it was only aired on TV and not web, which means it's a little bit harder to find. So I think it is only available, that I've come across it anyways, on that YouTube channel, which is an official channel to a TV station in China. So yeah, I don't think I've come across it anywhere else, but, YouTube should be easily accessible to all of us, even if with ads in some cases. But if you like found family, you will definitely like this one. And like I said, it's only 8 episodes, so it's super short and really, really nice. So up next on my bite-sized Chinese dramas is the drama My Dear Lady. Now, this is a 16 episode of about 14 minutes each Nuna romance. Now, I know there is a Chinese word that is the same as Nuna romance. I just haven't quite figured out what it is. I'm going to have to figure it out and start using that instead when I'm talking about Chinese dramas. But basically, a Nuna romance is where the female is older and the male is younger. So it's basically an age difference relationship, whereas the female is older and the male is younger. So this one is basically the actress Jiang Mang-jae plays a recently divorced Ling Shunshun who finds returning to workforce after divorce and a period away to raise her child really, really difficult. However, on a night out to celebrate said divorce, one too many drinks leads her to damage a very expensive car. To pay for this, as well as to prove she can take care of her son, she lies about her age. She lies. So she basically, to get this job, she basically just lies about her age, and accepts like a lower position because like her qualifications would be much higher, but she takes on the position of a personal assistant to the CEO, Chang Li, played by Liu Zi. And basically the PA sparks an interest in the CEO like no woman has done before. You know, we've seen this plot before. It's not the first time, but... And basically, Shun Shun affirms their age gap as well as her being divorced with a child means their relationship will never work. And she's quite firm on that for a while. But with this relationship, it like shifts into one of give and take. And like their feelings eventually... You know, it's basically the question, can their feelings eventually overcome all the situations? And they're very, very different lifestyles, and they're very different places in life. Like I said, I really liked how this drama is about an older female lead. Like, that's not as often portrayed in dramas, whether that be Chinese, Korean, or, you know, whichever other Asian drama. I don't think it's as often as, you know, it's not part of the mainstreamed dramas, let's put it that way. And I think she has very, very different life circumstances to what we normally see on the screens. And I think that's, you know, that also is quite different. And I really enjoyed that aspect. And also, the male lead falls in love first, and he falls, like, really hard. But he falls with, like, her overall abilities and how competent she is at her job and, like, her overall caring energy. So, basically, I really, really liked that. I said this Nuna romance, it just worked for me. It was one of those that really just works for me. And I think partly that is because of the female lead. I really liked her journey, and I think that is possibly why I enjoyed this drama so much. And I think overall it's just a nicely done drama. So if you like Nuna romances, you know, age gap romances, this one's definitely for you. And it's also available on WeTV, on Viki, on Prime Video, and on the Kukan YouTube channel. And again, all with English subtitles. So this one's actually pretty readily available in various places. Again, really nice one to give a try if you like Nuna romances. So up next, we have a drama called Hold On My Lady. So this drama is a period costume drama, and depending on where you watch, it's either 12 episodes of 20 minutes or 4 episodes of 50 minutes. It's exactly the same. It's just been split differently, so that's the only difference there. So... basically, this one, it follows a female bandit by Yoon Fung, played by Yakisa, and she tries to steal a birthday present from a general. However, the general catches her and her group of bandits and gives her 2 choices. She can either be hanged, so that's not an option she wants to choose. She can either be hanged for her crimes, or she can marry his second son, Huang Foyao, played by Gao Ji Tian. And these two are like night and day. They're such opposites, but newsflash, opposites attract. So that's definitely the case here. This is a very short drama. Like, you can yank it out in one sitting. And the quality is slightly lower because I think it is, you know, a lower budget drama. However, it's still definitely worth your time. I really, really, really love the female lead in this one. Like, she's strong, but she's smart. And most of the time, she can, like, save herself, which is always nice to see in dramas. Like, I don't mind when a female lead is portrayed as, you know, as more sensitive or anything like that. But I also like seeing a more stronger female lead. I think just like in real life, there should be range, and that, you know, I can watch either. But like I said, it really works for this one. the male lead is your typical, cold male lead, but who's actually a marshmallow on the inside. This is definitely it. This is also like a nice short introduction into costume dramas. Like it gives you, it's not, like the budget is low, so it isn't the best quality wise, but I think it gives you like a little peek the window of costume dramas, I think. And also it contains like one of my all-time favorite tropes, and that is fake contract relationships or marriages. And like the one rule is that you're not supposed to fall in love, and yet you always do. Sign me up. Like those dramas are like candy to me. I just love them, and they never get old. So yeah, this one has contract marriage, it has costume drama, so that's the umbrella I'm putting it under. And it can be found on the MGTV drama YouTube channel with English subs. Like I said, these subs are not the best. Mango TV is not known for their subs, but they are definitely like watchable. And I'm saying this, and I am really picky with my subtitles. So if I'm saying they're watchable, it probably means they're just fine in most people's books. So yeah, that is the only place I have found this one available though. So I would still definitely give this one a try. Now, to finish up today, I thought I would finish with a nice school romance. Now, I love youth romance. I'm actually going to do a series where I do like, I take certain genres and I list dramas that I really, really enjoyed with that drama. And one of the episodes that I've already got planned is like youth dramas, and this one would come under that, but it is shorter, so I thought I'd put it here because I know it is a genre that quite a few people enjoy watching. But I will say I cheated a little bit with this drama because it's actually 23 episodes, but it's only about 20 minutes each, so I thought it would be fine. And it also does have a second season, and I think the second season works just as fine as the first one. So yeah, that's why I thought it'd be quite good to include it here. So this drama focuses on An Chu Chia, a sunny female who, even though has a tough life, she still finds positivity all around her. Your normal, perky female lead. She's all of that and more. And basically, the male lead is Han Chu-lu, and he's played by Lee Hong-gi, who is the heir to a conglomerate? Oh, that's a tricky word. Oh, anyways, conglomerate business. I'm going to go with that. Let's hope it's fine. I'm hoping you guys get what I mean. He is basically a typical cold male lead who crosses paths with our female lead, and like basically fate just keeps throwing them together over and over again. And the male lead starts like thawing, and his feelings between the two, they just start to develop. I will say, this drama is like trope central in all aspects. Cold rich male, check. Cheerful poor female lead, check. Fate keeps bringing them together, check. They fall in love and they each grow up, check. So it's basically just like a trope after trope after trope. I'm prone to liking some of these dramas, but you have to get them, I have to be in the right mood to enjoy a good tropey drama, and I think this one was still really enjoyable. So yeah, this one is definitely one of those dramas that you go in and you think, oh my god, the tropes, but you still really enjoy it. So I thought I'd place it here. It's also pretty short. It's like one of those you can almost turn your brain off. You don't really have to think too hard on it. There's not like a deep meaning to the story or anything at all. So I think sometimes we just need those types of dramas to chill and with, and I think this one works really well for that type of thing. So this one can be found on various places, and it's on Viki, WeTV, Tencent. It's on the Kukan YouTube channel again, all with English subs. So if you kind of like, tropey youth romance stories, then this one's the one for you. I would definitely give it a try. So I think that completes today's episode. I really hope you have found something in this episode which convinces you to give Chinese dramas a try, or if you're already a Chinese drama watcher, I hope you have found something in this episode that you haven't had watched before and you're, pressing play on. So if you do, let me know. I would love to hear from any of you guys. And that's it for this week. I'll see you next time. This has been another episode of the Tea and Soju Asian Drama Podcast. I'm your host, Liliana, and you can come and chat to me on Instagram at Tea and Soju Pod, all one word, and on Twitter, Tea_Soju_pod. You can also find a great community at the Asian Drama Watchers Discord server, where all sorts of people hang out and talk everything Asian drama. I'll leave everything written down in the description notes. See you next time for more Asian drama chatter.